लड़कियों को बाहर नहीं निकलना है, लड़कियों को ज़्यादातर पढ़ाई नहीं देनी है, अगर लड़की है तो एक बोझ है।
Then you got married. How did life go after that?
I broke off that marriage. Must be the ज्योतिष। He said okay उसको है ना अभी डिवोर्स ले लो और वो ही बंदे से आप वापस शादी करा दो। तो आज मुझे वो बहुत हंसी आती है।
Oh my God.
एक बार डिवोर्स ले लो फिर तो शादी कर रही है कि नहीं करनी है वो मुझे डिसाइड करना है।
We also found out about your second marriage.
He is 22 years elder to me.
You're not the right person for him, or you're a gold digger, or you're here for the money.
He was insolvent. He was bankrupt. Why people are talking about me all this? I'm not a gold digger. Blah 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 blah.
So you lost your identity just because you got married to a man that was richer and more settled.
Yes.
Hi guys, I am Priyam and welcome to the Priyam Show, a show where you learn all things business and personal growth. There's something very special about female entrepreneurs. They shine, they are confident, and they like to walk head to head with men. Today, we have a very special guest with us, an entrepreneur, a mother, a speaker, a lawyer, and what more? Let's find out directly from Krishna Tamalia Vora.
Thank you so much for having me on the show.
You are a fellow Shark Tank contestant. How was the experience of Shark Tank? Let's begin there. Everybody wants to know this.
I think that was amazing. And more than that, it was fun, I could say. There are a lot of things to learn from.
Anything particular that you picked up from Shark Tank?
Shark Tank, so when I went to Shark Tank, it was like a girl going without any sort of a business knowledge. Being there on Shark Tank, I learned that being an entrepreneur, it is very important to know your numbers. And that is what I learned from them.
And let me ask you, who's your favorite shark?
I would say I'm a little biased towards women. So, of course, Namita and Vinita both.
Of course, you are biased towards women. We know you from your brand Mom's Therapy.
Right.
But there is a lot more to Krishna that the world does not know, right?
Right.
Where does Krishna come from? How did Mom's Therapy start? There are so many questions that me and my viewers want to know from you. So let's begin from your childhood. Where do you come from and how did you actually end up creating a wonderful brand like Mom's Therapy that's helped a million women save their hair, and I'm going to be your next customer, you know that.
Most welcome in the community of Mom's Therapy. So about me, if I have to tell you, I am a girl from Rabari community. I'm born and brought up in Gujarat, Saurashtra, coming from Surendranagar, coming from a very small, teeny tiny community, which is the Rabari community. Nobody knows about Rabaris or a community of Rabaris. तो वो जो बोलते हैं ना जो शॉर्ट में अगर लोगों को जानना है तो either they can Google it or people who are more towards the Bollywood and all that, if you have seen the movie Ram Leela and from where Ram used to belong, I belong to that community.
So the Rabari community, a lot of us, like younger people and people in towns, we are not aware of this community and because the community is, I think, very very interior. A little bit more about the community and how culturally strict are these people, and what are the ideas they have about women. A little bit, if you can brief our audience about that.
So if I have to tell you a little bit about Rabari, so in what I have seen my grandparents, so if you have seen Rabari, we are more of like Gwalas or shepherds. There was hardly any literacy. Okay, there were hardly girl child. Of course, now there is a girl child. बच्चे में अगर देखो तो आपको ये community में सबसे ज़्यादा आपको लड़के ही देखेंगे. When I was growing up, we were three sisters. तो वो टाइम पे बोला जाता था अरे भाई नहीं है भाई ने. ऑफ कोर्स व्हेन आई वाज इन माय 10th स्टैंडर्ड आई हैड माय बेबी ब्रदर. बट वो एक जो रहता है ना कि एक तो रिजिड है थोड़े
कि लड़का चाहिए, लड़का पैदा होना चाहिए घर में,
लड़का तो होना ही चाहिए क्योंकि आपका वो बोलते हैं ना विरासत कौन आगे लेके जाएगा, नाम कौन आगे लेके जाएगा. सो दैट सॉर्ट ऑफ अ माइंडसेट वाज देयर व्हिच इज आई बिलीव स्टिल देयर. वी आर वेरी लेस इन कम्युनिटी. सो लाइक अगर आपको रबारी ज़्यादा नहीं दिखेंगे, बहुत कम दिखेंगे. आई बिलोंग टू सौराष्ट्र, तो वो साइड पे जो कल्चर है दैट इज़ क्वाइट डिफरेंट फ्रॉम व्हाट यू सी जनरली जो कच्छ में रबारीज रहते हैं या सिटी में रबारीज रहते हैं. Of course, everybody has migrated from the small town to big cities and all that. Today generation is little different.
Yeah, slightly different.
It's slightly different. But when I was growing up, there was a लड़कियों को बाहर नहीं निकलना है, लड़कियों को ज़्यादातर पढ़ाई नहीं देनी है, लड़कियों को वो बोलते हैं ना चूल्हा चौका अगर समझ लिया तो वो ही बहुत बड़ी बात है. So this was the mindset.
The girl child problem basically existed, that they
Yeah.
did not want girl child.
Yes.
और अगर उनके घर में लड़की पैदा हो भी गई तो they do not want to give them that kind of education or that kind of freedom to do something of their own.
So there was, I believe there was two things. One was absolutely that अगर लड़की है तो एक बोझ है.
Right, right.
And I think somewhere it was there because we were not giving any sort of a wings कि आप बाहर जाओ और कुछ करो, क्योंकि हम लोगों को बोला गया था आपको ये चार दीवारी से आगे नहीं जाना है. So that was the thing.
Okay. And growing up in Rabari community, obviously freedom must have been a problem. And making decisions for yourself must have been a problem. Choosing what to do in your career must have been, these must have been common problems that you must have faced. You and your sisters, right? Yeah. So tell me a little bit about your educational background. I remember in a conversation you and I were having separately, you mentioned that you also ended up failing in some exams because of the pressure that was there in the house. You couldn't like do well, fairly well in the exam. So tell me a little bit more about that. Like, what are the initial struggles you faced just by being born in that community?
So of course, on a positive side, my mom is coming from Brahmin community.
Okay.
So she is a Brahmin, and my father is a Rabari. So of course, there was a two types of two different community we were living together.
Yeah, yeah.
Of course, there was a thing that sometimes we were not. वो बोलते हैं ना रबारी में accept नहीं हुआ because इसकी mother तो Brahmin है.
हाँ.
Brahmin में acceptance नहीं हुआ because इसके father तो रबारी है. So we were going through two different culture at the same time. Getting back to my education, my father is a criminal lawyer.
Okay.
My mother was, now she is a retired teacher, but that time she was teaching in 8th, 9th, and 10th. And her subject was Sanskrit and English.
Okay.
So, and I'm in three sisters, I was the second one. And I'm always been a tomboyish, and my father always taught me to be like a boy. He gave me all kind of, you can say from my childhood, my father is my hero. Who gave me that, okay, you can also do it. Being a
Yeah.
girl, there is nothing you can't do it. You can always do it.
Yeah.
But वो एक बोलते हैं ना कि because of the society and norms, एक मर्यादा में रह के करना है.
Yeah.
But this is how you have to do it. And seeing my father, I felt that, okay, dude, I want to become like my
him.
father.
Yeah. That's I think every child, right?
Yeah,
Every
yeah.
child wants to become like their father.
And that's how I chose to go ahead with my lawyership.
Yeah.
I did my graduation. So I did my 10th, 12th. I did okay in my 10th.
Mm-hmm.
I was like somewhere around 50 to 55 percentile or percentage, you can say. Then in 12th, of course, due to that pressure and all that, I could not handle it. 10th में जैसे तैसे करके pass कर लिया. 11th में I had to like leave my English, which my mom did not like it. That being a English teacher, my own child
Daughter
is
is not getting English.
failing somewhere, and
Yeah.
then she was like mommy, don't worry about it, we'll figure out.
Yeah.
And then with 11th and 12th I did it with Hindi again. College में आया, English literature लिया, with the grace of God वो कर लिया. And then I joined my father, and I did my this graduation in legal this thing also.
So from failing in English exams in your 8th, 9th or 10th standard to then building a brand that was shown at Shark Tank and you got massive popularity for that. I'm sure you have thousands of customers who were super proud looking at you on TV and they could have just been so happy, right? That
Right.
somebody like you, if somebody like you can make it, even probably they think that they can make it too.
Absolutely.
So I completely admire your journey. Tell me a little bit more about, so I'm aware that you got married really early on.
Yeah.
So after you finished your education, then you got married. How did life go after that?
So I was just doing my this LLB thing, and in between I met one guy, and of course is coming from my mom's side of the Brahmin community. My mom was super excited, and I was only 19 and half. Of course, because of the society pressure and all that, even my father said, okay, let's do it. And I think within 3 months of the time period, I decided that, okay, I'm not for this thing, and I
Yeah.
have to think about myself. And I broke off that marriage. Of course, I came back to my parents, my father. I stayed there, and after a year, there is always, as per the legal terms, you
Yeah.
have to give little bit of time before
Time.
taking a divorce. So then there was 1.5 year of time limit, and then I got my divorce done. And post that, I completed my LLB. While I was in this wedding log, I was doing my LLB. So I was
Right.
not even, I did my graduation, but my PG post graduation was still on. So then I completed that. In between, because वो बोलते हैं ना खुदारी आ जाती
जी
है
हाँ.
अपने में.
हाँ.
पापा ने बोला ठीक है ना तेरे को ट्यूशन की, मैंने बोला ट्यूशन लगाना है पापा, ट्यूशन की ज़रूरत नहीं है, यू आर अ ब्राइट स्टूडेंट, यू कैन डू इट. आई वाज लाइक नहीं नहीं नहीं, ऐसे थोड़ी चलता है. सो देन वो छोटा मोटा करके एक जॉब ले लिया. And I think that's how I started getting into acha doing a business. I was seeing that in a sari ka showroom. I was doing a billing and all that on a computer. So
Yeah.
that gave me a little bit idea of, you can also get into some sort of a business
You
as well.
also must have gotten the idea of being dependent, self-dependent, and financially kind of independent at that age.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. I think I'm financially independent since I was in last year of my college. So since I think 1999 or 2000, I'm just doing it.
So, say early marriage for girls has always been a problem, right? There's always pressure at any given point in age that please get married, please get married.
Right.
So, tell me a little bit about the early marriage pressure
Huh.
that was there on you. You got married pretty early.
Right.
And how did that take a toll on your mental health? I'm sure it's not something very easy.
Hmm.
Getting married to somebody at that age, adjusting with their life, it's not easy. So, I mean, you have dealt with it, and there are a lot more people and a lot more girls tier 1, tier 2, tier 3 that deal with just the pressure of getting married early. So, what would you suggest to people that are in this situation, and any takeaways that you might have from your situation?
See, first of all, as an individual, you are standing strong, and that's why you took a decision of going ahead with the
Yeah,
divorce. So
yeah.
that was the first thing. But secondly, what happens today, or maybe at that point of a time also, it's more than then the all this emotional things will start.
Yeah.
That we are staying in this town, or we
Yeah.
are in a community. What people will talk about me, what people think about me, and of course, at that point of a time, after me there were one more girl child, and there were one more boy who
Had to get
had to
married.
get married. So wo ek pressure aa jata hai.
Huh.
Of course, that also went on in my life for good 2 3 years, that okay, this is not good, this is bad, this that blah blah. And sometimes it happens that your own parents will give you that leverage ke theek hai, but the other family pressure, or
Yeah.
maybe the
Societal
society,
pressure.
that is way too much, then the parents will start giving you so much of drama, or they
Yeah.
will start pressurizing you.
To just probably settle down and not try to walk out of that marriage. I mean,
Yeah.
they'll do their best to have you in that marriage and not have it break,
So
right?
I always laugh on this situation. Of course, that was a very tough situation, but uh,
Hindsight, now you laugh at
yeah,
it.
and now I laugh at it.
Yeah.
You know, one of the day, my everybody will come forward. Ye karo, wo karo. My father went to meet one of the Jyotish or somebody, and he said, first marriage is not going to last, but the second marriage is going to last.
Okay.
So then the same Baba or whoever must be the Jyotish, he said, okay, उसको है ना अभी डिवोर्स ले लो और वो ही बंदे से आप वापस शादी करा दो. तो आज मुझे वो बहुत हंसी आती है.
Oh
Because
my God. Thank God you didn't do that, right?
so that was, yeah, so that was also, I was also very smart. I was like, एक बार डिवोर्स ले लो, फिर तो शादी करनी है कि नहीं करनी है वो मुझे डिसाइड करना है.
Right, right.
So that was also a day, but I strongly feel two things, frankly speaking.
Yeah.
One is, if you are strong enough,
Hmm.
stick to your decision.
Hmm.
Secondly, I will always request to my parents and also to other parents, try to understand the mental uh, pressure, or maybe what your child is going through during that situation.
Yeah, yeah.
Because as a girl child, what happens, because आपकी शादी हो गई तो आप अभी ये घर के belong नहीं करते
नहीं
हो,
करते हो, right.
and because you are not finding a peace with that person, तो आप वो साइड
तो
की
मतलब आप
फैमिली से
ना
भी.
इधर के हो ना उधर के हो, basically.
सो ऑफ कोर्स बीइंग अ बॉय, वो फिर भी हेडस्ट्रॉन्ग रहते हैं, बिकॉज उन लोगों को बड़ा ही वैसे किया है. बट व्हेन इट कम्स टू अ गर्ल चाइल्ड,
Girl.
I always tell my father now, and I think I'm so lucky, and I'm at peace that now my parents understand that my now the younger sister, she is not married and she doesn't want to get married. So that has been accepted like happily by my family.
Oh.
So somewhere I feel those, I always get that from my younger siblings, that okay, you made a way for us.
You made the way for us.
So I'm like, I'm more than happy to do that.
So now, after your first marriage kind of didn't work out, and you went back to your legal journey, you went back to law, and doing all things law.
Right.
We also found out about your second marriage,
Yeah.
which is much more later, which was
Yeah.
a very happy ending kind of a story, which is a good story.
Absolutely.
So a little bit about how. I mean, can you still find love? Because I mean, don't you think that people, once their heart breaks or once a relationship fails, the innate ability to go out there and find love again, it
Hmm.
just disappears, especially in girls, I feel. Because I mean, getting out of a marriage and then getting out of it and then looking for another marriage, settling down happily with another man, I mean, it's a very, very consuming time, right? And
Right.
the age that you were going through all of this, I mean, hats off to you for actually pulling it off so beautifully in your life.
Thank you.
But I mean, yeah, a little bit about, if a relationship fails,
Hmm.
how does one gather the strength, pick themselves up, and then go for it the second time? Especially, and dating is different. Here we're talking about marriage. So if the first marriage fails, how can one just get up, pick their pieces back together, and be like, okay, this is not the end of it. I can probably, there is probably light at the end of the tunnel, you know? So a little bit about that.
In that case, I would say कि it's always natural, organically.
Hmm.
Give it a time to yourself first. You
Yeah.
need to get the answer within you that what exactly you are looking for.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
when I met him, my
Yeah.
husband,
Your now husband.
now husband,
Yeah.
which was never in my mind, that at that point of time I decided I'm not going to marry anybody, I'm not going to date anybody,
Yeah.
and that too in my younger age. I met him when I was in my 20s, 21 or something like
Yeah.
that. And at that age, when actually you start dating somebody, I thought of not dating anybody. And my whole and sole motto was, I wanted to get settled in terms of monetary,
Hmm.
in terms of security. And that was the whole thing I was just looking for. And I think quite a good time. There was no dating, or looking for any sort of a relationship.
Hmm.
It all started like I joined him as a legal advisor in his company, and luckily his company was in my hometown where I belong to. And then I got a call from one of my friend that, there is one the owner of the factory, or a person who they are looking for a legal advisor. Why don't you join them? And I was like, nahi, nahi, I don't think so. And then she was like, come na, have a word with him. So I met him, I met his team and all that. We decided to go ahead with legal thing and all that. And I think somewhere around 2005 6,
Hmm.
he had a massive accident. And post that, because I was a local person to
Hmm.
whom who can trust or
Yeah.
XYZ, he told me to look after the smallest to the biggest thing till the time he is getting back to the
Health.
routine life and health wise. I was like, ठीक है. Until 2007 8, I was just looking after his work schedule or whatever, because he was and he is from Bombay.
Okay.
And I was sitting over there in Surendranagar,
Hmm.
700 kilometers away. So he could not travel, and I was looking after all that thing. And somewhere, because when you start talking to a person in a day to day,
Yeah.
every day, then you start admiring what positive thing the
Yeah.
person is having,
Yeah.
while he was also going through whatever in his personal life or
Yeah.
whatever. Then I think somewhere around 2009, 10, or maybe 11, we got to know that, okay, more than a love, what you look forward is there is a harmony between two people.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, there is a comfort zone,
Which kids nowadays call vibe.
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 Gen Z ke
Yeah.
agar in their words, it is vibes.
Vibe.
I would say there was a comfort zone, because I'm kind of a person who can't sit at home, or who is somebody who can't like be sitting just like that.
Yeah.
I'm a workaholic.
Yeah.
So my first thing was, I'm gonna work in whatever manner, but I'm gonna work. And he was
Yeah.
like, I'm absolutely okay. So I think at that point of a time, of course, love, liking, that was always there. But more than that, then you define your areas. Then you want that, okay, this is what I want in my life.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is what exactly I'm looking for in
Right.
my life.
Right.
And I think that was the main reason. And then we went ahead
Things
with that.
happened naturally.
Things happen naturally. And of course, he is 22 years elder to me.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
I was just coming to that. So, again, getting married to somebody who's 22 years older, that's a lot of age gap.
Absolutely.
But adjusting into that, fitting into that, I'm sure the society must have raised a lot of eyes and a lot of questions.
Right.
The most common term that has been used by the society for ladies that marry guys that are older is gold digger. That's the most common term that's been used कि ये इससे इसलिए शादी कर रही है because he's got the money,
Very
right?
true,
And
very
she's
true.
beautiful, she's got the looks, so
Very true.
So I mean, yeah, let's come to that part of your life
Hmm.
wherein society, probably your side of the society and your husband's side of the society, all of them having eyes on you and just saying that okay, you're not the right person for him, or you're a gold digger, or you're here for the money.
Very true.
I mean, how did you break these barriers and come out with a positive mindset that okay, no, I'm still gonna stick to this person,
Hmm.
even though society has this to say?
So as I said, first vibe needs to be matched.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
what
yeah,
we call it. Secondly, of course, and especially the guys coming from Cuff Parade, South Bombay, and there was a time who like everybody knew him
yeah,
because of whatever. But there are hardly people knows that okay, I got married to this person who is 22 years elder to me. Though I'm coming from a small town
yeah.
and coming from a Rabari community, he's coming from a very well-known Jain family and very well-to-do family. But when I got married to him, he was insolvent. He was bankrupt,
Okay.
which nobody
The
knows.
other side of the story that
The other
nobody
side of
knows.
the story, nobody knows about that. So that was one of the challenge. And then I decided, of course, when I got married to him, I was young. I was also getting like, "Ah, why people are talking about me all this? I'm not a gold digger, blah, 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 blah."
What are some common terms that have been used to label you at this time?
So of course, gold digger was the very common thing I always heard about, and then people were always questioning, "अच्छा ये तो है ना कभी भी पैसा लेके भाग जाएगी."
Yeah, yeah.
And then so I used to cry a lot. Why people are talking about me, something like this and all that. But then one day I was just sitting with my husband. I was like, "Do you think we took a wrong decision?" Because you always question yourself,
Yeah,
na?
yeah,
If
yeah.
people are coming forward and telling you something like that, and I was like, "No, this is the society, and you can't cry all the time."
Hmm.
Okay, you can't cry all the time, you have to prove yourself. And then we decided, I said, whatever happens, we are going to stick to each other, be it your insolvency, not insolvency, staying together, be it in our own house or a rented apartment, but
Hmm.
we are going to stick to each other.
Yeah.
I think this is what I have done over the years. His company, he is out of insolvency now. His company was into liquidation, which was also out now. He is doing good in his whatever he is doing. So one fine day we were just going in a lift and somebody asked my mother-in-law that, what is she doing? What is her profession?
Yeah.
And then my in-law side of the family or whatever, they said that, okay, she does nothing. She just goes to his office and she's helping my
Helping him.
son
Yeah.
and her husband. So I was like, okay. At that point of a time, I was a criminal lawyer.
Hmm.
So then people will start questioning about your identity.
So you lost your identity just because you got married to a man that was richer and more settled.
Yes, you
Also
can
because
say
of the
that.
age gap, the society always had trust issues with you
Yeah,
because
absolutely.
you're here for the money basically.
Yes.
That was the idea.
Yes.
So I mean, sad truth about the society, but I would you say times are changing now?
You have to change.
Hmm.
And then the time will change for sure. The
Right,
people
right.
who questioned about me, uh, maybe in whatever terms, they are following me. They are chasing
Now
me.
they look up to you.
They look up to me.
Right,
So
right,
yeah.
right. And anything that you think that since you've already gone through this, a girl in the society currently who's been labeled X amount of terms, maybe say gold digger is one of them, but there's a lot of terms like just to name a few, slut is a very common term. If a girl is wearing like shorter dresses, trying to go to party or going out at night, or she's there are a lot of terms. I mean,
Hmm.
that girls get. Gold digger and slut are just couple of them.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
how does a girl in today's day defend these terms? Do you think we should go out there and be like, okay, this is not what I'm doing?
Hmm.
Is it correct to go out and prove yourself again and again, or you should just, if somebody says anything to you, you think you should just back off and do your own thing anyway?
There are always two ways. One is first, how strongly you are taking that negativity into you.
Yeah.
Secondly, एक को जवाब देने से
हाँ.
बाकी mouth are
मुंह
not
नहीं
going
बंद
to
होंगे.
get shut.
Yeah.
So it's always good, if you prove yourself, you do something that without saying anything, if their mouth is getting shut, then nothing better
So
than
you
that.
do you is the way to go, basically.
Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah. There is a funny incident I must tell you. My first customer was Purab Kohli. और
The
एक
actor
lady
Purab
थी.
Kohli.
The actor Purab Kohli. वही time पे there was one more lady who bought my hair oil. Very next weekend, I was just waiting for customer. वो भाग भाग के मेरे तरफ आ रही है ना. I was so scared कि मैंने कुछ तो गलत किया है. मुझे अच्छे से मार पड़ने